And we're live! Hello everyone, it is Tyrannt, and welcome back to Satisfactory! Last time we built this monstrosity of a factory to generate some smart plate, in hopes to get some coupons. And for the most part, if I can get over here, we've kind of met that goal, but it's not quite the amount I was hoping for. So we're just going to print these off and take what we got. Then, if I can afford it, I need some cable and some reinforced plate. Right here. It is. Good. And cable should be back here somewhere. Take that. Alright. And we also need screws. Screws. Give me some screws. Never thought I'd need raw screws. And we'll put that right there. So, like I said, 210 is not really the amount I was hoping for. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get some of the bare essentials. Like these conveyor mounts and holes. This throughput. These. Should bring us up to 16. While I'm getting all the wall outlets, getting all the pipe stuff. That's gonna be helpful. As well as hypertube stuff. To bring us up to 28. For organization, I will be getting all the signs. I'll be getting these lights. Might hold off on floodlights for now. No, I'll get the lights. I'll get this shelf. Raise it to 59. For customization, we'll get all of these. For a total of 90. You know what? How much would all this even cost? $130? This. Getting those conveyor walls. All these. To bring us up to 102. I mean 101. Then I'll get the elevator. Bring us up to 111. And I'll get the industrial walkway and the ladder. That should bring us up to the amount we can get. Buy all, not enough coupons. Right, let's get rid of. We're not going to be needing this anytime soon, so. Probably won't be using a flood lamp, so. That's be enough.
Humans have long practiced delegating work that strains and tires them to machines. It is their best achievement. Simple counting and short-term memory are often among such challenges, which the conveyor throughput monitor is specialized in. Simply add it to any belt, and it will tell you its throughput after only 1 minute.
Oh, we bought more than just that. But... who am I? We got so much stuff now. Really can't wait to use these elevators, but we need silica for that. Yeah, been letting this run for a bit. So, that's why that popped up. So we're gonna let that machine run for a bit longer. As I overlook some things in here. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out for crystal oscillators, heavy modular frames, and computers, because I plan on heading out today. I want to head out on a new adventure for some more hard drives, of course. And Mercer Spheres, and Sommer Sloops. Hooray, I said it right this time. And Power Slugs, anything I could use for research or just overall factory improvements. Speaking of, I need to get this. I probably will be getting that just so I can complete that. I would like to get to the next phase in the near future so we can get this. Dimensional Depot. And also this. Production amplifier, so we can turn our Somber Sloops into something we can use and double production. And also this, the power augmenter. We got stuff down here. I should be able to do the power switch at least. Let's go do the power switch before we head out. Because I have steel beams, I have AI limiters. That part should be doable. I don't know why I haven't done that sooner. So don't ask me. Oh, we're already close to another point. Good, good. I believe this is AI limiters. No, it's not. Here we are. AI limiters. And steel beam should be somewhere. I think it's right here. Yes, it is. Good. Let's grab that. So yes, this is still going to be running for a while. And then when we get back... you know. We got most of what I would like to get. It's going to be a while before we can get to the next phase. I am gonna take off the head of this beast and route it over to the space elevator. Go away. Is in here? Yes. Power switch, come here.
Power switch unlocked. Fix-It is proud to announce that the power switch facilitates power grid management through the application of the very latest advances in on-off switch technology. Fix-It. It's fun to have power.
Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with that. Okay, let's see about this now. Here we are, here's concrete. Alright. Tino, take this and bring it over to the space elevator. There we go. And that should be supplying our smart blade, right? It's already on its way. Good, good. While that does that, I'm gonna drop off our excess supplies. And then see if I can make my way this way. Because I've been wanting to go there for a while now. Drop that off. Drop this off. Top that off. Drop off the excess. And now we can head out. Just want to see this for a little bit. Okay, so why don't we start off by traveling in style. Eventually headed up there. Got the purple slug. You know what? That can be an adventure for another day. Something I will do in the near future, though. See about building a refinery over here. I'm pretty sure there's oil in that direction. Over there somewhere, there's a few piers. Turn that volume perfect. It's fine how it is. Hi, Alpha Spitter. Bye, Alpha Spitter. I love this thing. Might set up some miners here too, because I know they're all over here. So it might be when I either get trains or trucks, depending on. I haven't really played around with vehicles, but I would like to. Probably not going to be with tractors, but probably with trucks. As soon as I get manufacturers. Once I move on to the next tier, I'm going to build my next. Once I move on to my next phase, not tier, I'm going to be looking into building me a mega factory. It's probably gonna be motors or something. Oh. Hello, piggies. May I have that Mercer Sphere?
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
Oh, no cryptic message? Alright. Alright, let's go east. Actually, let's take care of this, because I got more explosives as you have seen. I got a lot of them too. So getting over here, there is of no consequence. I'm also gonna get rid of all these plants. Just because I can. Oh, I damaged the space giraffe. Oh boy. Alright, this fart rock. What's it gonna take to get up here? I get the feeling I'm gonna have to parkour up these rocks. And I'm bad at parkour. See? Overshot it. Overshot my mark. Although, you know what? I know why I'm bothering with this when I can just do this. Now that I have all these all these blueprints. I can't wait to build these proper. Gesundheit to me. It's a power slug that way. Which is guarded by a gas plant. I'm gonna blow this sucker up. Excuse me, flower, could you not fart? Thank you. Now we should be able to get up here. We should also be able to reach that somber sloop. And that power slug over there. Let's get the somber sloop first. Let's get this one first. Is there a way up here? Let's see what looks to be a pathway for mountain goats. Uh-oh. Here we are. And we got a new summer sloop. I'm pretty sure that's a pure coal node right there. And I think I see a hard drive. Let's go grab the boat. The both is him. If I can even reach from this way. I can. Let's just do it this way. Grab this yellow slug. We can never have too many power shards. Never ever. Ensure my safety. Let's see, this needs copper sheets. There should be plenty of, just by dismantling some stuff. Yes. None of these are what I really am looking for. So they can all go to hell. There's the coal right there. Along with the somber sloop. Let's get that sloop. Okay, now we can disassemble this bridge that we made. Alright, let's see if we can't grab that power slug up there. There we go. Yeah, 6 power shards with the slugs. That's not too bad. And would you look at that? We almost have enough slug play. Before we head back, let's see if we can get a few more power slugs. we go. That brings us to 8. Getting that will bring us to 9. 10 if we can get that one. 11 if we can get the one further back there. Let's see if we can't make our way back. Because by then, we'll have enough smart plate. We can reroute our production back into the awesome sink. Then we'll continue our adventure and we'll just continue our adventure and get more hard drives and everything. Something I might do in the near future is come back here, if only to exploit all this iron. Because if I remember correctly, there's a lot of iron in this biome. And sure, it may not all be pure. We have Mark II miners. We have power shards. We can overclock. The next tier that we are... Hell, the next phase should unlock fuel. Or at least give us access to unlock fuel. I know of places where there's plenty of pure oil nodes to make a fuel power plant. Which are probably going to make into a turbo or rocket fuel plant. Alright. I am going to hop this. Ride us home to the main base. I may grab that Mercer Sphere. Just... it's on the way.
Symphony complete. You are not the Nut effigy.
Correct.
The Nut effigy is a temple?
I do not think that is correct, even though I am not entirely certain of your definition of temple.
The Nut effigy is not you but sings for you.
That nut effigy is an entirely separate entity from me. We aren't even made of the same base components.
He is a vessel of your intelligent clouds.
Probably close enough for now.
This is the only way to travel. There are other ways, but this is probably the most fun. It's the most fun I've seen. Probably the safest. Doesn't look like they are at the moment. Almost there. Almost. So, fair bit of distance to go. That. Go back doing that. This. I'm going to my inventory for now. Okay. Time to return to the east, which means we're gonna hop back onto the power line and do some ziplining. Look at all this prime real estate. Go over here, there's some limestone, but it's impure. But again, we could overclock something and just get a bunch of it. Then there's all of these impure iron nodes. Again, just overclock and not a big issue. Hell, once I get Mark III miners, I can make a boatload of iron that way. Then down here, we have 2 impure copper nodes. There's resources here, is what I'm saying. It's not particularly good stuff, but it is here. Let's get rid of some gas rocks over here. Uh-oh. Go. Then I'll strip our health away. There. That goes boom. Let's see if we can find what's making that one. Right there. There. And let's do this. And grab that. Alright, now that we're down from there, we can go this way. What is over here? What was exactly over here that was... Where'd the gas trucks be? Was it just an entrance to there? Huh. Let's just keep going this way. Go. Still don't know what that was for. Maybe our radar can clue us in. Power stuck up there, but that's way outside of. Let's get this back to hard drive. Hi there. Oh boy. I'd rather not fight spitters that I can't see. We'll leave this here. Because in the near future, I'm probably gonna bring a power line this way. And bring it into this biome. Just like I'm gonna do for the grassland. Got some impure sulfur nodes. Oh, here's a normal one. What's this one then? Is it impure or normal? Pure! Huh. I got one of each over here. Neat. I have reason to come here again. you. Let's get out of here. Looks like we might have to come back with gas mask, unfortunately. Let's see if we can grab that slug over there. That is a hog with a horn. So I don't want to bother that thing. Not when I have 3 bars of health. Grab that. I suppose we'll try and find our way through there. Go to the northeast. Let's get around this way. The game doesn't seem to want me to heal. So we're gonna blow up this alpha hatcher. That's the one that needed power. And that's a hatcher that I missed. There. Let's see if we can reach that gas rock. And then some. Alright, so if we want to go this way, we might need to go up this way. Let's go. This power slug. Stay away from the Alpha Stinger. At least until I come back with a better weapon. Can I go this way? Sounds like there's a lot of hostiles around me right now. I'm getting irritated by all the things that are just attacking me right now because I can't tell what's what. Do with this plant. There and there. Okay. Let's see if we can finally get past these gas rocks. So we can. Effectively, have found our way over. There's a Mercer sphere over here, hence all these rocks.
This fleeting temple hums a resident song. Play for us.
this. Then... I guess I'll head north to go east. Unless there's something down here. Whoa! Big hog, big hog, big hog! Go away, go away, go away! Of course it's throwing rocks at me now. Is it gone yet? No. It's coming back towards me. Which means now I need to go all the way over this way, up this way, and this way just to go around that freaking hog. Because I'm not going to fight it with only 3 H... No, what? Fuck it. If the game's going to keep throwing hostiles at me, I'm going to turn off the hostiles from being hostile. You. Bombs away. There. That appears to be uranium over there. There might be uranium over here. That's probably why I'm seeing some more mutated creatures. Well, then there's a power slug right there. I didn't even see. Well, it's radiated. It's irradiated over there anyway. Oh shit, there's 2 of them. There's 2. Ow. Do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this to me. Oh no, not radiation. Not radiation, please, please, please. Ugh, should have just gone over. should have just gone over the damn thing. Sure, you weren't hoping for another, apparently.
All the buildings to the altar intact. Harmonize with us.
Let's see if we can't get over this way. But we gotta deal with a spitter first. One thing after another, isn't it? First it's alpha creatures, then it's gas rocks, then it's radiation, then it's radiation and alpha creatures, then it's more gas rocks, that's everything. Oh boy. Do I really just need to go all the way over here, then come down this way to get over here? That's what it seems like. Alright, let's get up here. There's an alpha hog up there, because of course there is. Let's just do this. Creature hostility gets back off. I blow the hell up this hog. Same courtesy to these spitters. Nothing personal nature. Well, actually, it's kind of personal because you keep throwing things I can't take on. properly. Okay, let's see what's up here. I can get past this way. Okay, rocks, which is no consequence to me. Oh. Looks like we can get some more stubborn rocks. There we go. Another motherfucking alpha hog. Another motherfucking alpha hog. Everything blows up. We should be getting close to where I would like to be. What purity is this coal node? Irradiated? Because of course it is. You up. What rock am I missing? Is that one over there? Oh goody. 2 alpha stingers. I'd say I like explosives. 30's enough to kill it. What about 2? Is 2 enough to do the job? Yes. Trying to get through some rocks. Never mind, it's irradiated. There's doing some way around all this radiation. I mean, I see quite a bit of uranium, sure. Should be some mutated creatures, but this is absurd. I think we're better off just searching elsewhere. Wait a minute. What do we have here? There we are. Oscillators. Ooh, computers. We need computers. Got some silica. Rubber. What does this even need? Ah, it's just operational. Alright, we can get rid of this. Just in case we find some purple slugs I want to grab. Speaking of which... Oh. Got another hard drive somewhere. It's down. Which is over there? Interesting. Can I even get through here? Or is this gonna be one of those irradiated paths I need to come back later for? If it's the latter, then I might as well leave. Alright, that. Oh, it's a gas plant over there. But I can't reach. Go. There appears to be a node up here. Oh, it's not a node, it's just a rock. Along with the yellow slug. purities is coal node? Pure? Not bad, not bad. I may use that in the near future, in the near future. In the near future, be playing this game. And there's all that uranium over there. It's probably up this rock face. If I had to hedge a guess. Whoa. Okay. So it was sort of right. What does this need? Plastic! I don't have plastic. How am I supposed to get up here with plums? How am I supposed to get up here with plastic? Oh well. You know the drill. Oh. Don't want to do it all in caps. Alright, so we have 2 that need power, and 1 that needs plastic. Let's see about going to the north. Hope we can get to the north. Here. Oh. Let's grab that slug first, if we can reach it. Turn creature all stealthy back on. Actually, no, I won't. I want it next to a alpha spitter. Let's go this way before going north. Okay, so plants want to fart. Let's grab this slug. Now we can turn hostility back on. Actually, you know what? Let's go this way. Then beat on these hogs. And then if we can get up here, or I'd like to. Alright, let's get through this cloud of gas first. This and be on our way to the north. Can't see you over there. Thankfully I didn't aggro it. That would have been annoying. Speaking of things that are annoying, come on, I just want to go north and explore all this. You know what? This is your retaliative. They won't bother me if I don't bother them. Right? Yeah, you leave the hell alone. If I leave you the hell alone. That seems like a fair trade-off. Because now I can go north. At least I'll try to go north. Let's see about some more hard drives. Got a ping up there. So let's see about going up there. hard drive, though. Down there. Down there is the hard drive. Where did I build my little RAM? Because it looks like I can just go this way and go over there. Oh, that was merciful.
Your waves lap at our shores. The void arms and void metals and desecrated temples follow a melody.
Oh, you understand.
The tapestry unraveled, revealed its texture. Your veins weave familiar patterns. Your vessels grow organs and eyes and mouths, and a ripples lap against our windows.
Was it intentional?
All that is shallow shall sing our deep song, and when the windows break the void shall be a metal grave.
Here's the rubber that we need. There's some modular frames. Let's get rid of the cable and the circuit board. Repairs needed. Motors! Here's a motor right here. Here's some more rubber. That's not enough motors, though. Any more motors around? No. Not from what I can tell. So we're gonna have to mark this one with motors. That said, however, we got rubber at least. You know what? We don't need this. Let's continue our trek north. Because if we do that, then maybe we'll find some more motors. Ideally, I would like to find more computers and modular frames, but... well, for programmable splitters... that might be a bit of a big ask. This region, however, looks pretty flat. Reasonable building. Can I get down here? Uh-oh. Well, I'm down here at least. So what's over here? An alpha hog, some bauxite, an alpha spitter, lot of gas. No hard drive. Wait. You gotta ping that way. There's a lot of stingers in the swamp here. Alright. Here's the crash site. Guarded by 2 alpha stingers. 200 megawatts. Of power. Do that. Add this to hard. Although it did give us the computers we were after. Ooh. A high-speed connector. That's not too bad. Let's try this again. I don't know what I need to do to turn off that marker, but just gonna stay there for a bit. I don't want to go there. I will grab this slug, however. Oh, there's plenty of silly here too. Oh, and another hard drive over here. Surrounded by gas rocks. Is there any more that we can actually collect? Or am I just gonna have to deal with really bad luck? Turbo motors! I don't have that kind of money. Well, guess I have no choice. Oh, that's a big one. Let's go west for a bit. What should I ditch? I suppose I can ditch some of my build materials to get some packaged turbo fuel. Because Lord knows I'll be eating that. To the east. I want to go east. I want to go east so I can go south. And get over here. Appears to be a hard drive in that direction. I want to go here for a moment. No, I don't. Actually, right. Here appears to be the hard drive that was pointing to. Got a cooling system. Blow up this thing. Because the only good on these things is a dead one. What do you need? Ah! Just heavy modular frames. Are you gonna compensate me for using my frames? Maybe? No? Alright. In that case... I think we might be at the very edge of this map. Because I don't know if I can go there, actually. Maybe we can try. I don't know what we're gonna find here. Okay, so what's over here? Looks like a void. This appears just to be a rock.
Please return to your designated zone. Failure to comply will result in termination.
That was startling. So yeah, we can't get over here. Unfortunate. In that case, we can go back to shore. And then head north. Along this way. Thank God there's no sea monsters. Oh look, we can see... For a moment we could see the bottom of the map. Where it just cuts off, so yeah. I feel like I can move back to the desert though. Alright, to the north! this yellow slug. And we can grab this yellow slug. That's gonna be over 20 power shards right there. And then we can go this way. Oh. Looks like we got another one right here. This one just needs silica. Well, I promise it's in a irradiated zone. Is it those things that are irradiated? They are irradiated. So, over here, we'll need to have silica. So, there. And then we continue north, I guess. Because I can't do anything here. Most of the hard drives that are in this area, I don't have the stuff for. The stuff I do have, I don't have enough of. Speaking of, it looks like there's another hard drive just around here. Right here. Which needs 85 megawatts of power. I don't want to do that. Now we could find a way up here. Go more inland. I might like to do that. Maybe go up here somehow, but now I want to go explore more of the desert, so... Is this to consider? This cave here. This ugly thing. But thankfully, it's not necessarily in the way of anything. So we can just go up here and pick it up. That said, however, I'm curious about something. Does retaliatory mean it'll attack if I go right this near it? Because if not, I'm curious if we can just blow it up this way. didn't even bother to hit it. Never mind. Guess I forgot the range on these things is crap. But on that note, it should be easy to do this without revoking it. What's through here? How long have I been streaming for? About 2 hours. I could probably do this around one more. If you want to watch... Let's go this way. Directly to the north. So I'm seeing resources all over there, but no hard drives. So to the north, we shall go. Oh, we got a ping. Let's see if we can't find 2 more hard drives that we can take with us. We need to go up to there, I bet. Yeah, up there. Why don't we try this for something more vertical? Do that. What do I need for a ladder? Well, that was pointless. But how about we do this instead? Bend it like that. Hello, Spitter. That's not going to attack me anymore because everything's not retaliative. Alright, what do you need? Just computers. I can do that. Alright, then I'll disassemble some of this stuff up here. Any modular... Any heavy modular frames? No? Alright. I'll just deconstruct my way down then. Huh. Creatures take fall damage. I didn't know that. I did not know that. What is over this way? I see a Mercer sphere. And some limestone, but not much else. Okay, let's aim for one more hard drive that we can actually salvage. And then I'll head back to base to scan them all. Oh, we got a ping. It's right over this way. It's only a mile before it's not. Uh... 70 megawatts. Well, damn. Can't win them all. Gas flowers. Of course there's gonna be hazards here. There. Now, before I so rudely interrupted, let's remove that marker. And then place down a new one in its place. It said 70 megawatts, right? Wow, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hard drives that we can't get. I mean, we can get some of them if we got power to them. In fact, we can get most of them if we got some power this way. Where we found them. But I didn't bring the stuff for that, so that's out of the question. So we're just going to keep going north. Maybe a bit east. Because why not? Is there anything in that hole down there? Let's investigate this hole. No. It's just a hole. A hole with some water. To the west now. There might be a hard drive over here. Might be. Yes, there is, but I think I already found this one. Oh no, I haven't. I have not. But what does it need, is my question. Oh, it's just operational.
Damaged hard drive recovered. Return it to the MAM for data recovery.
We'll get some more modular frames for our trouble. Okay. I am not going the long way home. Because screw the long way home. Alright, before we start our hard drives, we don't have enough heavy modular frames for that. We should have more than enough computers. Yeah, we should have close to enough computers somewhere. Not enough, but getting close to it. Maybe on our next outing we'll get some. Because we still have all this to explore. I'm probably not going out here again. I might go back out into the desert, because why the hell not? Although I think what my major the first thing I'm going to do is get radar technology and just set up a bunch of radars. Now, before I get my hard drive scanned, I want to make my power shards. That's gonna give us a bunch. Wow, we got 50 out of that? We got 50 power shards. Nice. Which brings our total shards, because I'm pretty sure we have over 100 out there somewhere. Somewhere close to like 260 or something like that. And we're gonna get more. Alright, power slugs, no. What else is over here? We need to do this at some point. We can do this when we get to the next phase. I'll probably do all this when I get this. Which will make getting this, and this, and this so much easier. And the quartz here. This is the reason why I want to get modular frames. I mean, heavy modular frames and computers. We can get pulse noblesse though.
Pulse Nobelisk unlocked. This ammunition for the Nobelisk detonator generates a powerful shockwave capable of repelling nearby objects, including the user. Unrelated. Please ensure all your Fix-It liability waivers are up to date.
So in other words, it just adds more force to things. But that's fine. We had so many Nobles anyway. So yeah, we need at least 100 modular frames, at least 100 computers. We have at least 100 AI limiters and then some, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's stop slouching and do our hard drives. Let's see how many points we made. Huh. 4. Close to 5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure our next factory is just going to be making motors. Lots of them. And then setting that with the resource sink. Well, that's probably going to be after we've completed phase 2. So what I'm probably going to do next after scanning all my hard drives is end the stream, take all this down, then make a setup for versatile frames for next time. And then we'll go on an adventure all that makes all that. Then the next time after that, we'll do the one for automated wire, which should be relatively easy, because it only needs 100 of it. And then we can move on to phase 3. But yeah, stuff is in our future. But in the meantime, while our hard drive scans, I am going to do something real quick, and I'll be right back. Keep an eye on those guys. Not that I expect you to do anything when something happens. Okay, we are back. I don't know if it's just you can actually see the hard drive that's in there. So while that's doing that, I'm gonna hop over to this shop know what we'll do is we'll print off these coupons, buy that catwalk. Something I plan to do in the future is get these roofs and all this stuff. But that's going to require points that we don't have. We got all this stuff at least. Except for this. Of roofs in the auction shop. This requires tier 3 anyway. Yeah, we still need tickets. Lots and lots of tickets. Not quite as many as we did yesterday, but Christ, I would like to get these statues. But yeah. More awesome shop escapades is in our future. Probably not gonna do much with parts. Or equipment. I might get that coffee mug in the future. Metal barriers. And road barriers. All this stuff. All this stuff in the future, please. So we can get steel screws or fused quick wire. Thing is, however, we're going to be going to phase 3 soon, and that will give us a larger belt. So getting steel screws might not be a bad idea on paper. Because if we do what happens if we do 200%? That's 5. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to do that much, but doing maybe 150%. Yeah, something like that might be doable. Or you just going doing 120. Either way, we're going to hold off on selecting anything. Actually, while we're thinking about it, let's see what fused wire. Because fused wire takes kind of a gross amount of stuff to do, but before we do this, because we upscale it like this, it requires a cleaner amount of copper, but a less clean number of deuterium ingot. Upscaling it to 150% does it even worse. What about 60%? Yeah. Not quite, not exactly ideal. So I'm probably going to be saying no to the fused quick wire for now. Unless... You know what do I need for this? Cable. Do I have cable up here? I do. Good. Because I should have the quick wire stator alternate, which is 60 per minute. That generates 90 per minute. So if I downscale this to 60... We got cleaner numbers, sure. But I don't know what cost. 120 per minute. Yeah, I don't know about that, fam. It's probably gonna be steel screws, if I'm gonna be honest. And even steel screws isn't necessarily all that clean to do. Because it does 260 for steel run, for steel beams. And it does it from 5 per minute. So, yeah, sure, we're using a lot of screws. Actually, what do we need for something like 480 per minute? I mean, that's not a nice amount of screws, but I mean, that's not a nice number for beams, but hard to argue with 480 screws per minute. Or hell, even if we do 360 per minute. Because if we do 360 per minute, we can split that 3 ways into 120 on a Mark II conveyor belt and have this be on a Mark IV. Now this is not necessarily a clean number, but we could round that up to 7 per minute. That should be doable. I'll figure something out. But I might be considering steel screws. Even if neither are particularly good, if I'm being honest, but the thing is, however, with the cast screw alternate, I can make 50 per minute from just this amount of iron, but I can overclock it, if I can get a power shard. I can overclock this to 60 per minute, just use 15 per minute, and it'll generate 60 screws. Both of these are much cleaner numbers and will make my belts very, very happy. And it doesn't hurt my brain. If we do this to 120 per minute, that's 30 ingot per minute and 120 screws per minute. Again, much easier for me to actually think of, and it's better for my brain. It's better for logistics. I like working with cleaner numbers that end with 0 or 5. If it doesn't end in 5 or 0 and isn't divisible by, let's say, if it's not divisible by 5 or 0 and isn't a multiple of 30 or 60, then I don't like it. Like 15 I could work with. 15 is half of 30. I gotta overclock that to get to 30. But something like this doesn't play nice with me. So we want to do 240 per minute. That would still be 5 steel beams per minute. But, because there's always a but, still, not exactly a clean number for me. And then we upscale this to 480. That's 10 per minute. Steel beams come out 15 per minute. So we wanted them to do 10 per minute. We need 40 steel ingot per minute, which does not work well with me. Alternatively, we could upscale it to 30 per minute and make we can upscale this to 30 per minute, but need 120 steel ingot per minute. That's a lot of steel ingot, but it works much better for my brain. And we can divide that 3 ways for what I have planned for this. So it's probably going to end up being steel screws, if I'm being honest. But we'll also just have to see what all the other hard drives end up being. I don't think there's anything in this phase that we could possibly need at the moment. I'm gonna store this turbo fuel. I'm gonna put this away in there. Along with our crystal oscillators. And of course our power shards. I'll just dismantle these. Alright, hard drive number 2, what do you got for me? Basic iron ingot and phew. This is even worse. So we wanted to do 120 per minute. That's not. The iron's clean, but this is not. This is bad. On the other hand, we have the fused quartz crystal, which really isn't all that good either. Let's just scan. Give this a rescan. Get iron and... Hang on. Speed wiring. This is not necessarily a needed thing for constructing anything, but it is a space elevator part. I mean, it makes it so you can make it in a manufacturer. It has to be with three parts. But what happens when I upscale this to something like 10 per minute? Or even this to something like 150. It's not looking good. Then there's this one that needs... that generates 70... What happens when I do this? Yeah, that's not great. That is not great. This is unfortunate, because I think there's another iron ingot alternate in the next phase. Because that's when we can get really into fluids. Because isn't that when we get the refinery? I think that's when we get the refinery. We can send the iron ingot in to the refinery with some water and get pure iron ingots or something like that. And get more iron using less iron ore. And using water as a substitute. Water is going to be of no object to me, guys. Fluids work weird. At least in this game. I'm gonna throw these Mercer Spheres in there, as well as the Somber Sloops. Throw the motors in there. I'm probably gonna wait till we have, like, the ability to make 50 motors. Yeah, when we have that motor factory made. So, make a new slot in the warehouse. Make a bunch of motors. Throw into there. And then once that warehouse is full, I'll throw into the awesome shop, but that's going to be after phase 2. Motors might actually be our first true legit factory. And by true factory, I mean something that doesn't look like a mess like this. I mean, over here isn't too bad. It's still a bit of a disorganized mess. This is probably aggravating somebody. Something else I might also do is see about expanding all this entire platform. At least as far back as over there. Then in this direction. Probably far back this way. I will be raising it at least one foundation. Which, weirdly enough, might actually put a dent in my resources. Well, for iron plates, maybe. I don't know about concrete. Although, something I could do in the near future, probably when I get manufacturers, is look into this, because this needs this, and this needs 3 components, one of which is Sam Moore stuff. It also needs Mercer spheres. I would like to get a dimensional depot. Because if I use that, I can have factories that generate my filled resources. Possibly even en masse. I just send them into the depot and I can just build whatever whenever I need it. Hopefully I get something better this time. Probably not, because I'm pretty sure I have all the ones that I would ever need that are good. Alright, nearly there. Okay. Molded steel pipe or steel frame. With the molded steel pipe, we have... Well, we have concrete. We have it clean out of concrete, not so much the ink... not so much the steel ingots. And for the steel frame... it's not quite as nice looking. What if I did this? Not great. 50%? $200%. To 50%. Okay. It's not gonna be a pretty number for pipes either way. You can either get a pretty number for pipes or a pretty number for plate. But either way, this one is bad. And this one's probably even worse. So let's get a scanny scan. Yeah, I think I'm going to be waiting for a while before I get any more hard drives. At least until I unlock this. Well, I might go off on a few more expeditions to find hard drives, actually, now that I think about it. But it's only so I can find these. So I don't have to craft any of it. Because I have enough computers, I have enough oscillators. Ideally, it would be great if I can get both the radar tech and the programmable splitter. But that would mean getting 100 computers and 100 heavy modular frames. I don't have much of either. Oh, look, I actually found some. So I should have enough computers. No, I just found a stack. It's the modular frames that's going to be... the heavy modular frames that's going to be the issue. Because look at that. Enough computers, but not enough heavy modular frames. I'll look around to see if I can find any more, but no promises that I'll find anything. Because everything here is just a factory. The only other place it would be is in my warehouse. But that's all sorted out. So it'd be in one of these. Which I am not expecting anything. I'll take these explosives, though. But either way... I am going to need those heavy modular frames. Let's put the oscillators away. Like right there. Let's grab these, throw them in there. That should be enough crystal oscillators for something. Right? Right, because we needed 50, we have 100. We have the computers, we just need the heavy modular frames. Now complete quartz. And for over here, we need plastic, which we might be able to find out in the field. I'm probably not going to bother with any alternate fuel sources just yet. I could consider getting compact coal. And then we can use that compact, then we can make some compact coal. To make turbo fuel. Then and I'll later get that turbo fuel to get rocket fuel, which is down here. Probably not gonna bother with iodized fuel. I hear it's not that great. We are going to get the rifle. As well as the cluster Novelisk. I don't know what's down here. Something good, I hope. And it's probably not going to be anytime soon until we get this. Nutrients, on the other hand, I think we just... I have the ability to do this. I just don't know where anything is for this. And I can probably just go out in the field and grab some stuff. But I'll hold off on it for now. And then... I need to get this, but I can't do it until we are at Phase 3. This is probably going to need to be at Phase 3 until we can do any of this. Except for this, because I'm just going to go out in the field and grab modular frame. The heavy modular frames. And then for the alien technology... Yeah, that's going to need manufacturers. And this just kind of sucks, but would be ideal, because then I could combine that with the radar technology and just be able to know where enemies are on the map. Get the rifle and just take everything down that gets in my way. Alright. Hard drive number 4. Biocoal, which is bad. Fused quartz, which we already agreed is bad. Then we get the molded steel pipe again. And the steeled frame again. Neither of those are particularly great. So we go scan, scan, scan. I'll have a look around. Oh look, we have a coupon. Is there anything worth one that we can buy besides tapes? I mean, getting the medical box might be good for visual stuff, or when we start making medical inhalers. We can't get any of this yet. We have everything here. We have everything here. Modern railing and road barriers, and industrial railing. like the road barriers.
Fun fact: architecture was invented when people began building buildings. If it had been invented slightly beforehand, perhaps more old buildings would still be around. Humanity sometimes lacks vision.
Okay. No idea why everything's backed up, but I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna let things play out. Quartz crystals all I want. Use most of these signs. Excuse me. Do not stand on my machines. Thank you. Return to the wild, please. Good enough. That's good enough to be considered in the wild. Okay, now while that is going on, how much more time is left before the final hard drive is done scanning? A little bit. Means I should be able to. Have a look into this assembler here and see about versatile framework. If we want to make this look clean, or to make it be cleaner, we would need five modular frames per minute and 60 steel beam per minute. To 10 per minute. We're gonna get that to 60 per minute. We need to do this 6 times. Now, steel beam should be pretty easy. Just get some steel beams to make this. The problem is the amount of ingots it's going to take to do that. Because we need 60. This can generate 30, so we're going to need 2 of these. The problem is... but I might have an idea. Because if we have a foundry... we have one that can make this. Well, my problem is that we need steel ingot anyway. And concrete, so we're not doing that. If we use solid steel ingot, we can actually do that relatively easily. With 80 iron ingot and 80 coal per minute. Now, let's see about... so 80 times 2 is 160. Times 3 is 240. So... if we overclock our coal line back there, that'll make 120 for our foundry. For 3 foundries. And then we'll do the same thing with iron ingot. Anyway, we got a new hard drive scanned. Both of these are good. Both of these are bad. But I can't rescan it because there are no rewards currently available. So yeah, we're practically at the bottom of the barrel of our possible rewards. So all those steel screws for this one. And probably alloy ingot for this one. Actually, that might actually help. Not really. So, do that. Do basic ironing get for this one. Do steel frames for this. Rescan and do this one. Alright, so anyway, 1880 should be doable. So if I do a smelter, fastest I can do is 75, but doing 40 per minute shouldn't be too big of an ask. Because again, we can send 3. We can send a 240 line of resources down through wherever it needs to go. Then we can divide it again in 2 to get 40, and then merge them back to get 80. And again, that will be 3 lines from 1 resource node. Which means we can do 3 of these. Which will allow us to do 1 of these. On the other hand, though, something we could also do is sacrifice power from our previous power station and use all 3 coal nodes over there because they're all pure. They could help. I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. But that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. And I mean, that is all of our hard drives, which means we are just about at the end of this stream. So, yeah, that will be it for this one. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, do all that lovely, lovely YouTube stuff that you are come to know and love. And if you're watching this on Twitch, please consider following. This is probably going to be the last episode that I'm going to be turning into a highlight, so if you want to watch the rest of my adventures, then you're either going to have to be here to watch it in person and be lucky to watch it all, or go check out my YouTube. Anyway, see you next time.